she's so fine. Hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a lights my
Developing now at 4:30, missing for days, and so far her family says not enough effort to find her. Now they want your help to bring her home. This missing woman is pregnant and possibly in danger.
Her family says she disappeared from the southwest side of Chicago last week. NBC5's V. Wynn has the latest details.
Family and friends are pleading for the public's help to find Cheretha Morrison. It's been almost 4 days now, and no one has been able to get a hold of the mother of two.
Just find my mama, please.
Her son spoke to NBC5 and says he was supposed to meet up with her Friday morning, but she didn't answer her phone.
Her phone just went to the voicemail.
Family knew something was wrong when she didn't pick up her 4-year-old daughter from school.
My mom don't leave my sister.
Relatives went to her house but couldn't find her.
I drove over there. She wasn't there. The door was open.
Just yesterday, Chicago police found her silver Porsche. It was parked in the tow zone near Birchwood and Winchester Avenues. As of this afternoon, family says they're still waiting for police to process the car for possible evidence. Loved ones searched the Rogers Park neighborhood yesterday where her car was found. They put up this flyer hoping someone will recognize her. Family told NBC5 Morrison is pregnant, believed to be 3 to 4 months along. They just want her to come home. V. Wynn, NBC5 News.
What's good, guys? Today is Thursday, March the 2nd, 2023. This story is coming out of Chicago. It's a missing persons case. I covered it roughly 2 years ago on the channel, and I wanted to do a follow-up. It's the case of Cheretha Morrison. She also goes by Risky, and she is also known as Cheretha Morrison. On February the 26th of 2021, on the southwest side, in the area known as Inglewood, Cheretha got her then 4-year-old daughter, Glorious, ready for school, and dropped her off at Earl Elementary in the 2000 block of 62nd Street, with plans to meet her older son that morning. Cheretha Morrison was also 3 months pregnant with her third child, but she never met with her son that morning, and he called her repeatedly, but her calls kept going to voicemail. That afternoon, Cheretha failed to pick up Glorious from school. That set off a series of alarms to her family that something was definitely wrong. They rushed to her house. The doors were open, but there was no sign of Cheretha or her vehicle, a 2006 Porsche Cayenne SUV. A few days later, on March the 1st of 2021, Cheretha's 2006 Porsche Cayenne SUV turned up in Rogers Park, which was roughly 20 miles from where she was last seen. There was no one in the vehicle, and it had been abandoned. Now, the story takes a different tone here. Her family searched and searched for her. They would walk the streets of Chicago in the cold and the snow, handing out flyers, talking to people, to no luck. The Chicago Police Department assigned a detective to Cheretha's case. And at some point, her family stopped cooperating with the Chicago Police Department. The story gets stranger because her family was divided into her immediate family and her extended family. One side of the family was saying that Cheretha was not missing, and the other side was saying she is missing, produce her. And they were going back and forth. There were several nasty text messages that were exchanged between parties on both sides. And the case just kind of abruptly ended. Nothing ever came of it. No one ever talked about it again. What I do know is that Cheretha shared her Facebook page with her niece. Cheretha also had a Snapchat account. She also had sent a $500 transaction after the date that she was known to be missing. Now, what is not known is whether or not she shared her Snapchat account with her niece as well.
Friends and family of Cheretha Morrison gathered at Daley Plaza to highlight her disappearance. NBC5's Christian Farr joins us now from the Control Center with more. Christian?
Yeah, Brad, 2 years ago, Cheretha Morrison was supposed to pick up her 4-year-old daughter from school, but that never happened. Since that day, Morrison's family has been looking for the mother of two who was pregnant when she disappeared.
I love you. I miss you. I need you like I need to breathe. Please come home, Cheretha. Please.
Aretha Miller delivered that heartbreaking appeal to her sister, Cheretha Morrison, who was reported missing 2 years ago today. Miller says there are so many other missing persons cases being investigated in the Chicago area that it takes away police attention from her sister's missing persons case.
It's so hard for them to really focus on the cases because they're drowned with so many other cases. So I would like the help of everyone to help me find my sister.
Chicago police detectives have been searching for Morrison, who was pregnant and was last seen near the 6900 block of South Troop back on February 26, 2021. Family says Morrison was supposed to meet up with her adult-age son that Friday morning, but did not answer her phone. Morrison's car was later found in Rogers Park.
I really don't know, what was going on, what she was into, who she was into it with. So I'm just trying to have some closure.
I don't feel like it'd be enough help. I don't feel like they do enough. I don't feel like they care about us. Especially when we black, they don't care.
Those powerful words spoken by Morrison's niece are supported by people like journalist John Fountain, who wrote about the forgotten 51 women of color in Chicago who either disappeared or were killed, and their cases remain unsolved.
What is missing are the stories of hundreds, thousands of women of color, girls of color, whose stories get blacked out.
Cheretha Morrison's sister has come to terms with the possibility that her sister may no longer be alive, but hopes that the public and police take this case more seriously.
I just want the closure. I want to bring this to peace with me and my family, at least find her body.
Morrison's family says a new detective has been assigned to her case. They hope this new investigative effort will offer them the closure that they desperately need. Everett?
Please come home, Cheretha. Please.
Gone without a trace, but the fight for answers in the missing persons case of Cheretha Morrison now exactly 2 years and counting.
I don't feel like it'd be enough help. I don't feel like they do enough. I don't feel like they care about us.
It was in February of 2021 when Morrison's sister, Aretha Miller, grew concerned before filing a missing persons report. Morrison's family says she was last seen when she dropped off her daughter on a Friday morning at Earl Elementary School and never returned to pick her up.
I knew something was wrong then because she wouldn't have never just left my niece there.
Chicago police say the 38-year-old was also seen near 69th and Troop driving a silver 2006 Porsche Cayenne with an Illinois license plate number BZ12712. That vehicle was later found abandoned about 20 miles away in Rogers Park. Her family tells me Morrison was 3.5 months pregnant when she disappeared. Her sister says the day before Morrison went missing, she was having arguments with someone over the phone.
The police still have not gave me the records to her phone. I've been asking for that for 2 years.
Now, as leads have seemed to run dry, loved ones gathering at Daley Plaza hoping their cries for justice will one day bring them closure.
I want to bring this to peace with me and my family, at least find her body.
So essentially, we are on the 2-year anniversary of the disappearance of Cheretha Morrison. Her family took to the media to again raise awareness of her case, raise awareness of the other missing women of color in the city of Chicago. This family deserves answers. Her sister made the statement that the Chicago Police Department had the phone records of her sisters And in the 2 years since her sister has been missing, they have yet to release those to her. They have been given very little information regarding the case of Cheretha Morrison. I wanted to highlight this case because it is important. It matters to me. This woman has been missing since February the 26th of 2021. She is 4'11", weighed approximately 140 pounds, with black hair, long in length, and brown eyes. She was 38 years old when she went missing. She essentially vanished into thin air. Now, the police found her vehicle on March the 1st of 2021, parked in a tow zone near Birchwood and Winchester Avenue in the 7400 block of North Winchester Avenue, which was approximately 20 miles from her home. And just to show you the kind of urgency involved in this case, 38-year-old pregnant missing woman of color. Several days later, they had yet to go through the car to check it for evidence. That is unacceptable. The Chicago Police Department can do better. We must demand that they do better. I just wanted to highlight this case, bring awareness to it, and I'm going to continue to follow this case. And I will let you know if there are any more updates. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that button. Have a great day.